How is it going, everybody? Welcome to another YouTube video, Movie Hooker YouTube video. For this video here, sorry I haven't been active with the videos. It's been mainly trailers that I've been doing, but I have been super busy, and I'm sure if you follow Movie Hooker on other social media, then you will know why I was busy. I was in London, attending Fright Fest, interviewing cool directors, and making loads of really good friends. But anyway, I want to start off today. This video, I want to start off. That's my cat, by the way. Yeah, I want to take you through. I just got the press through for. Hey, darling. There's my. You can't see her. Yes, I just got the press through in the email from Shudder and IFC Films, and they have given me their whole release schedule for a while. There's quite a few movies on there, and I know a lot of them, and some of them I don't know. So yeah, let's get to it. I'm just going to look through my old phone here. Okay, so we have the Slate overview for 2024 fall and holiday release slate. I have no idea what fall is. I think it's like Halloween, maybe in the States. I think it is. I'm not sure. Okay, so first up, we have the Babadook. I'm sure everybody knows about the Babadook. This is a re-release, so it is, and it's a 10-year anniversary. This is just saying that it is going to be in the cinemas in September. So it is. So I'm pretty sure everyone knows about the Babadook. One thing people always say about the Babadook is how annoying that little kid is. I thought that little kid was fantastic in that movie, and I think he pretty much played a really good part. I'm sorry, my glasses are sort of broke here as well. He played a really, really good part because his mother was absolutely bonkers, mad. So that's the Babadook. It's going to be arriving in cinemas. So next up we have Azrael. Azrael is the new film from E.L. Katz, Evan Katz, I believe. And he is the guy behind the fantastic Cheap Thrills. Cheap Thrills is a really, really good film. Really, really dark. Really, really funny. And pretty violent as well. It's a great little indie film. If you haven't seen Cheap Thrills, go and check it out immediately. So Azrael stars the awesome Samara Weaving, and I think there's very, very little or absolutely none, I can't confirm, dialogue in this movie. And a dialogue free movie always interests me more than it scares me. A lot of people would watch something that's dialogue free and get bored, and I'd be thinking the opposite. I'd be thinking, like, if these guys can keep my attention for the duration of a movie without saying an absolute word, then that's a hell of an achievement. And there has been some great films built on silence. I could say A Quiet Place was built on silence. One I watched recently was dialogue free from Fright Fest, called Year 10, a post-apocalyptic. Anyway, this one stars Samara Weaving, and she is captured by a religious cult, excuse me, who are looking to sacrifice her. Do we need anything else? No, we don't. Samara Weaving has like really cemented herself as one of the leading scream queens in the horror industry working today. She's awesome, and everything that she does is pretty awesome as well. So that is Azrael. And that is going to be, okay, that's just saying it's going to be in theaters September 27th. Next up, we have VHS Beyond. This is the 7th. Can you believe that? Can you absolutely believe that? This is the 7th installment of the VHS franchise. I posted the press about this on moviehooker.com, which you should go and read immediately as well. And yeah, this is a little bit different. I think, with every VHS that we get, there's always some better than others, and that's always going to be the same with horror anthologies. But I love this sort of gritty retro found footage franchise, and Justin Long is directing one of these movies. and he is, he always dies a horrible death in horror movies, so it'll be good to get him behind the camera for a change. And who else is directing? Kate Seagal, or not Seagal, fucking Jesus, Steven Seagal. Seagal, I'm going to say Kate Seagal from, is it Hush and Haunting of Hill House? I'm not too sure. Maybe I'm wrong there. But anyway, people who are usually in front of the camera are now behind the camera directing some horror shorts. And yeah, some of these definitely one out of every single VHS franchise. You're looking at it going, I would really love to see a feature film adaptation of this. And we did get something like that with, I think the VHS one was like called Slumber Party Alien Massacre. And then the feature film was called Kids versus Aliens. And yeah, unfortunately for me, in a way, the short was better, sadly. But anyway, that is VHS Beyond. That is going to be coming on to Shudder on October 4th. So just in time for Halloween. Um, okay, next up is Little Bites. This is going to be in theaters on October 4th. Now, Little Bites is something I've been following for quite a while. If it is the film I'm thinking on, hold on, it says a synopsis down here. Little Bites. A young widow and mother desperately tries to protect her daughter from the grips of a fiendish flesh-eating monster. Mindy has been secretly sacrificing her own life by allowing the creature to slowly feast on her. That's what it is. That's what I knew about this movie. Little Bites is about a woman who lets a monster slowly eat her to save her child. That sounds grim to me. But I do love it. So this is by writer and director Spider One. What a name! It does ring a bell, definitely. Spider One. Wow. So yeah, that's Little Bites, and that's going to be coming in theaters and everywhere that you rent movies on October 4th. What's after Little Bites here? Little Bites. Okay, Daddy's Head. Daddy's Head is next up. I have no idea what this one is, so this is exciting. Written and directed by Benjamin Barfoot, and it arrives on Shudder on October 11th. So let's go down to see what where our Daddy's Head. Here we go. A boy and his young, recently widowed stepmother find themselves in fear for their lives after they are visited by a strange, unexplainable creature, something that appears to mimic a horrifying version of the boy's recently deceased father. That sounds epic as well. So obviously this demon's got Daddy's head. Do you know what I mean? I think I know where they're going there. I wonder if one of them say, "Oh my God, it's got my daddy's head." Would you look at that? It's got my daddy's head. Anyway, next up. Okay, hold on. That's October 11th. That is arriving on Shudder. So, guys, as well, I have to say, I'm pretty sure this is press for the United States and all around that area. So, I'm hoping that we are going to get these in the UK and Ireland too, on these dates. That is. So, after Daddy's Head, bear with me, guys. We're like nearly through the list. Well, not really, to be honest. Okay, so next up is called Mads. Mads is in Mads Mikkelsen, but I think it means mental. Mental mad. Let me go down and see what it's about here. So you get all the list here. You can see, you can't really, hold on. You get all the list, and then if you go down, it tells you all about them. That's how I roll these days. It's unbelievable. I love it. So Daddy's Head, Mads, is written and directed by David Morrow, the island of Dr. Moreau. I think it's spelt the exact same way. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing it right, but you know what I'm saying. This is going to be streaming on Shudder on October 18th. Okay, I'm sold on this just by the picture alone. 18-year-old Roman has just graduated and makes a stop at his dealer's place to try a new pill. As he heads off to a party, he sees an injured woman on the side of the road and decides to help her. But when she gets in the car, she suddenly smashes her own head against the dashboard, bleeding out until she dies. Is this a bad trip, or is it something else? One thing is for sure, it's only the beginning of the night. Right, this is called mad. People are going mad. So what I'm getting from that um, is a little bit of The Crazies, obviously, George A. Romero movie, and then a decent remake as well, and also Gareth Ennis's Crossed graphic novels, which, if you do not know, has been confirmed that it's going to be a feature film, which is bizarre because the universe is so big. But Garth Ennis is writing the screenplay, so this is what that sort of looks like. If you do not know what I'm on about, Crossed is about a viral infection that makes people act out their most sickest and twisted desires. They're still 100% functioning people, but they just want to eat you, tear you apart, molest you, just like, if you think The Sadness, which is actually based the Taiwanese movie by Rob Jabez, if you think that is bad, then you have no idea about Crossed. So that's sort of like The Crazies, same sort of idea. So mad, this is the next step in the viral infection. It's going to drive you mad. So I'm not too sure if these people just automatically want to kill themselves, but that sounds like that first kill sounds like that because that woman gets in the car. Maybe that was her most twisted and sickest desire, that she just wanted to smash her head off something. She wondered what would it be like to smash my head off something until I bust my head open and die, and then she finds out and dies. So I am hoping it's going to be sort of like play. I don't mind if it plays out like Crazies, or it plays out like Crossed, or The Sadness, or I would love a combination of all of them. So that is Mad, and I cannot wait to see this. Actually, I had no idea this was even in production, and that's a brilliant thing because a lot of the time I always know when there's a film announced, I fucking know about it, and I'm a movie fan. Um, Above anything else, and it's always a painful wait for the movies from like script to screen, let's say. And yeah, I this one's just been made, so it's just getting thrown in front of me, and I love it. So that is called Mad. Let me see where we are now. Um, okay, The Memoir of a Snail. Now this is an animated feature, and it's going to be in theaters on October 25th. And yeah, the synopsis: Great Grace Poodle is a lonely misfit with an affinity for collecting ornamental snails and an intense love for books. At a young age, when Grace is separated from her twin brother Gilbert, she falls into a spiral of anxiety and angst. Despite a continued series of hardships, inspiration and hope emerge, which he strikes up an enduring friendship with an elderly, eccentric woman named Pinky, who is full of grit and lust for life. From Academy Award winning animation writer and director Adam Elliott, Memoir of a Snail is a poignant, heartfelt, hilarious chronicle of the life of an outsider finding her confidence and silver linings amongst the clutter of everyday life. That sounds lovely. Don't know if it'll be for me now, but it sounds lovely. Next up is Black Cab. So I've recently been made aware of Black Cab. Movie Hooker has just recently been confirmed as press for Grimfest this year as well, which is phenomenal. Very, very good, 'cause there's a lot of great movies at Grimfest, and one of them is this movie here called Black Cab, and this is directed by Bruce Goodison, and it stars the awesome Nick Frost, who we all know and love from Shaun of the Dead, Hot Fuzz, The World's End, etc., etc. So I know a little bit about this movie because I've read. This is one of my top picks for Grimfest. Black Cab is about a black cab, funnily enough, and Nick Frost is the driver of this said black cab. He picks up some passengers in this black cab, and then takes them to an unknown route, which really frightens these passengers. They have no idea where they're going, but as they start to get closer to this route, he starts to tell them, "Who farted?" One of my dogs farted. He starts to tell them about this route that they're on, and it's haunted, and then he starts to explain the true reason why he's brought them here. I'm going to say sacrifice. I'm going to say sacrifice. Sacrificial lambs. So that is Black Cab, and that is going to be streaming on Shudder on November 8th, and it's also playing on Grimfest as well. Sorry, had a brain fart there. Okay, next up we have Christmas Eve in Miller's Point. This is written. Dear, I'm terrible with names. This is written and directed by Tyler Tormina. It's going to be in theaters on November 8th. It's part of the 2024 Cannes Film Official Film Selection. And this, it looks like Michael Cera. It is Michael Cera. On Christmas Eve, a family gathers for what could be the last holiday in their ancestral home. As the night wears on and the generational tensions arise, one of the teenagers sneaks out with their friends to claim the wintry suburb for her own. Okay, it doesn't really give us a lot of info on it, but who knows? This one could be good. So that is called Christmas Eve in Miller's Point, starring Michael Cera. And yeah, here we go. Next up, we have one called Rita, and I have been looking forward to this as well. This is the new film from the director of La Llorona, the hugely popular Mexican supernatural movie. And Rita is loosely based on a really, really horrible real life incident. If I can remember correctly, I could be getting this wrong, and I apologize if I do. I think it was 41 young women were burned alive in a Guatemalan orphanage or Guatemalan correctional facility for women. So this movie is sort of, I think, about this. It's about a woman called Rita, this young woman called Rita, who is admitted into this all-girl correctional facility. And when she arrives, all the other girls believe that this girl is the prophecy that they've been waiting on. The girl who is going to help them break out into the world and tell the world about the horrible conditions and the treatment that they are receiving and the conditions that they are living in. It sounds bleak, and I guarantee you it's going to rip your soul out. I guarantee you, and I'm ready for it. I am ready for it. I've read some reviews, and the reviews have been great. So that is going to be arriving on Shudder on November 22nd. Okay, next up, this is the last one. I've done this in one take, apart from my dog farting. That's about it. Anyway, let's go. So the last one on the list is called Getaway. Again, this one stars Nick Frost. He's made it onto 2 of these movies. Go on, Nick Frost. Okay, so this is going to be in theaters December 6th. I'm not too sure when it's going to arrive on Shudder, but it has been picked up by IFC and Shudder. So the synopsis for this is, it's also written by Nick Frost, which is interesting. Yeah. So a family's vacation to a remote getaway takes an unexpected turn when they discover the island they're on is inhabited by a serial killer. Where's my bank card? Do you know that thing? Take my money. Yeah, sold. And Nick Frost has written this as well. So Yeah, definitely loving this. So, guys, that is it. That is a video about what to be expecting from IFC and Shudder this fall, whatever this fall means, because we don't say that here in Ireland. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, hit the subscribe button for more. Cheers. Talk to you soon. Bye bye.